Good afternoon, valued passengers and Facebook viewers. And if this is your first time with us, welcome. Today is October 1st, the first of the month and the last quarter of 2020, and the beginning of all the wonderful things that come with the fall season, like pumpkin spice latte. This month is very special to me because number one, it's my birthday month, yay. But number two, October is Philippine American History Month. This is very, very dear to me because on my birthday in 1587, if you want to know when my birthday is, which date it is, please go ahead and check my Facebook. But on 1587, this was the first recorded presence of Filipinos in the U.S. When the Spanish galleon landed in what is today Morro Bay, California. So, if anyone would like to guess that date of when the first recorded Filipino American was recorded here in the US, please leave it in the comments. You can also have a hint and check my Facebook page to get the actual date, but it was taken place in 1587. So, to begin, I just wanted to greet everyone out there a happy Filipino American History Month. To begin, I would like to allow me to introduce myself as your moderator and host. My name is Mariel Caven, and I am the owner and COO of TravelWise International. For those that are new and have not worked with us in the past, this is my agency called TravelWise. We have been providing international travel services since 1989. Our favorite destinations are to Europe, Asia, and the exotics, either by ocean cruise, river, and yacht cruises, as well as the intimate land tours. Can't forget about those. And for those that know us and have worked with us, they know and have experienced our expertise in travels to the beautiful island of the Philippines. And for that reason, we have a huge commitment to the Filipino American market and to the community we live within. Today, today our agenda is I'm going to introduce the speaker. She is an entrepreneur, an investor, an innovator. She is a successful businesswoman and leader in the community and truly embodies the Bayanihan spirit, which is the spirit of communal unity. Our speaker today is the happiest when she is closing real estate deals, planning programs with the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, along with spending time with her family. She has built one of America's most successful real estate businesses, closed over 300 million in real estate transactions. She's ranked in the top 1% of real estate agents nationwide, a member of the Northern Virginia Association of Realtors, and is a recipient of a Lifetime Diamond Award in real estate. Her unparalleled success in her profession can be defined by her dedication to the community she serves. Since 2018, she has served as the president of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce DC chapter. Outside of work, she prides herself on matching needs and opening doors for new possibilities. Currently, she is exploring business opportunities related to the US and the Philippine Trade Exchange. Through adversity, hard work, and a great smile on her face, she lives by the quote, I dream, I plan, I make it happen. So today, everyone with us, I am proud to have with me Christina Sison to the stage. Let me go ahead and invite her on.
Hello. Thank you very much, Marielle, for that wonderful introduction. And welcome everybody to this forum.
Happy Philippine American
Yeah,
History Month.
absolutely. I'd like to greet everybody to celebrate raising the Filipino American voice in this month of October, which celebrates 400 years of exceptionalism of U.S. Philippine history.
Amazing. And Christina, I'm really so thankful that you've joined us here today to start off this October month, the first of the month, Philippine American history. I'm so happy to have you with us. And I know that you have been such a strong member in the community. So To begin, I really just want to know, what does Philippine American History Month mean to you?
Philippine American History Month is actually means a lot because it actually helps us remember 400 years of Philippine American history.
Mm-hmm.
And people, I want everybody to realize that the Filipino Americans are the third largest Asian minority in the United States, next only to China and India. And we're the third largest spoken dialect, which is Filipino, in the United States. And people are not aware of that we are almost 5 million strong in the United States. Yet yet we feel invincible. We're not looked at as serious coalition contenders in politics, business, and the like, because we are on our own. Each of us have a different history going to being Filipino American because it's 400 years, so it's not as cohesive as other people think. So my mission actually is to be able to connect and strengthen the Filipino American business community. So in order for us to promote the Filipino American interests in the Metro Washington DC area, which is the capital.
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself is actually a big higher than we have a mission, we have a higher purpose, especially this month.
What's that purpose?
Huh? Mhm. Well, the purpose is to be able to raise the Filipino American voice,
Mm-hmm.
and especially in promoting Filipino American business interests. If you want me to segue, an example would be the Chaldeans Chamber of Commerce. I actually always try to use them as an example because it's a learning as a learning experience for me, and being able to wake up and see the Philippine American possibilities. Number one, the Chaldeans came here in the 1920s to seek better opportunities in the United States because they were persecuted in Iraq and they had to seek solace in the United States, Detroit specifically. Now, they just started in the 1920s and they had entrepreneurial spirit. They help one another, they know their identity, and they're proud of being Chileans, you know. So what they did was that each Chaldean in Detroit area had one or two business interests and sort of like helped each other. And now the Chaldean Chamber of Commerce has about 4,000 to 6,000 members, and just in 2016 had contributed $10.9 billion to the Michigan economy. That in itself, they are a strong economic force, and because of that, they're being listened to. So that in itself, in also participating in political process and economic opportunities, I really think that if Filipino Americans just bonded together and help each other through using Philippine American Chamber of Commerce as a vehicle of change, I know it will take a while, but if we actually unite each other and say, hey, I'm Filipino American business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm part of the Filipino American Business Chamber of Commerce, and we have that coalition. Wouldn't it be nice to build something really good that the Philippine American businesses are proud of? We're not even known. Like when I go down the street, I'm very proud being an investor and a businesswoman and also a real estate broker. But sometimes the stereotype of Filipinos being, oh, my housekeeper's Filipino, my nurse is a
Yeah.
Filipino. We should go away with that mindset because we're not. There's so many private business, successful business professionals and businesses. So I urge everybody to join us. We are waiving the first year of membership fees to really gather together. At the same time, we understand it's COVID. It's time for us to unite and get together, and we have awesome members, and we want to make sure that we can really, really enhance the Philippine American Chamber to a level we're in. Well, yeah, she's Filipino American business person. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's a force to reckon with, you know.
Yes. So I'm assuming that this is that you use a Chaldean example as community that started here in the 1920s, and I said earlier, Filipino, our first presence was in 1857. Big difference, big difference. So I'm guessing from you that the reason why you're active in our community, as well
Mhm.
as you took office of the PACC president to build and join together the
Mhm.
Filipino businesses to say, like, hey, we aren't just in these certain occupations, but we do so much more,
Mhm.
but we're all separated. So I'm
Mhm.
sure that I'm assuming that's the goal of
Mhm.
PACC. Well, actually, for those that don't know what PACC stands for, could you first maybe tell us about
Okay.
PACC and the objectives, just so that everyone is
Sure,
on the same
sure.
page?
Yeah. So the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce is PACCDC, Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of Metropolitan Washington D.C. area. It covers Northern Virginia, Washington D.C., and Maryland.
Hmm.
And the purpose of this one, if you go to our website, is to connect and strengthen the Filipino American business community and promote Filipino American interests in the Metro Washington area.
Hmm.
It was founded in 1993, but most of the members before weren't really business people. And right now, when I took office in 2018, I wanted to have that mindset. I want to dream of successful business owner bonding together, help mentor Filipino Americans to reach for their dream and reach for, get the proper training to do their own businesses. And I know it's a big dream because unlike other chamber of commerce, we don't have an executive director. We don't have the budget for that yet, but we wanted to be like maybe the Asian Chamber of Commerce or something that has that budget in the future to be able to start the our organization and have it done wherein if we achieve a membership maybe of 2 to 3,000 members. Right now we're only 100 members, but it's strong. It's a lot of businesses, and we feel that in order for you to protect and advance Filipino American trade opportunities, see what's available, promote Filipino American interests, we have to collaborate and unite. Not like being on our own. Filipinos are known to just have their own cliques and just stay there. And we have to change that mindset because we are now the third fourth generation Filipino Americans. We've been here. We have a history of 400 years of US Filipino exceptionalism, which is not really recognized. I was at a party and have I met this successful individual, and she's not recognizing herself as Filipino until I had to, sort of like, hey, I'm Filipina. Oh, you're
Whatever.
Filipina. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know, we have to ask ourselves, do we not identify ourselves as Filipino American? Are we not as proud of it as we want to?
Hmm.
So the question lies in terms of our being too sort of like not having not one voice. I believe that in order for us to raise the Filipino American voice, we have to unite and show that we are truly an economic force to reckon with. And through
Yeah.
PACC as the vehicle of change, you're welcome to join the fight. You have your own business. We help you grow. You have the opportunity, but at the same time, you are identifying yourself as a Filipino American business, and I think that is so powerful.
Agreed,
Yeah.
agreed. And so you mentioned earlier that the organization started back in 1992. There we go.
1993. Yeah.
92. And you said some of them weren't business people. Now,
Mhm.
what would you say the ideal member would be? Do you have to have a business to join PCC, or
No,
could you just have some
no.
interest?
Yeah, if you want to promote Filipino American interests and you want to be mentored, go network and find new like-minded individuals. and network with them and see how nice we are. No, I'm just kidding, but um, seek business opportunities. Yes, please be happy to join us. Whatever you contribute your skill in this organization means a lot because you are big. It's a bigger goal than yourself. You're actually being a member actually makes you are contributing a lot even if you don't know it. It's like it's a drop in the ocean, but it still changes things, so Marielle is our secretary of the chamber. I am so happy and honored that she is part of it, and she believes in our our vision and our mission to be able to promote Filipino American interests, at the same time have business opportunities and networking possibilities available. So if you're new in the area, I know we have 20 people who signed up this week, just the past 2 weeks, and we're definitely gonna have sort of like a networking event to welcome everybody and see what they need in order for us to support. But basically the thrust here is we want to raise the Filipino American voice
Mhm.
united in one common goal, that is to make sure that we are recognized as a strong minority in the nation's capital. It's like I'm running for office, right? No, but I don't really intend to. It's just that I'm so passionate about being Filipino American.
And it definitely shows through. And so what I'm getting here is, you don't have to be a business owner per se to join PACC. Just the membership alone, it builds a sense of pride, it builds a sense of identity, and it allows you to connect with like-minded people. And maybe if you don't have a business now, maybe you will after networking with some of these people and members in PACC.
Yeah, and at the same time, business professionals who are working in big firms, we also welcome because we need those.
Hmm.
We need Filipino Americans who are recognized in their fields, that they are there to sort of like help and be part of our cause.
Yeah, definitely. Great. I mean, so I'm interested. Like you got me involved, and somehow I became have an office in PACC. Can you talk a little bit about the benefits of PACC? I know we talked about networking, being
Mm-hmm.
with like-minded people. Are
Mm-hmm.
there anything else that someone who maybe doesn't have a business or is maybe on the fence about joining, um, that they
Yeah.
should know about with joining PACC or an
Yeah.
organization like this?
We're gonna be the PACC DC will be offering, of course, networking and business development opportunities. Like we're gonna have the Philippine Business Expo trade that you're welcome to sign up because we are affiliated with a national organization, the Federation of Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, that you can meet and network. You can also have if you have a business that you want to promote and you want to be part of the program and Facebook page and have access to the members, then we can also have that possibilities. You can also, we're doing the PACCDC business directory and members only resources that is being planned. We have yet to meet with our VP for membership,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm sure you receive our newsletters, quarterly newsletters that we have, we feature the business owners. Like just this month we featured 6 business owners who are members in the health and wellness theme, and giving them that proper like extra coverage that they can share in their other networks. And then connections to local businesses, other chamber of commerce, SBA, minority business. And I just want to let you know that PACC is such a good vehicle because whatever you dream, we plan and we can make it happen. So if you want to say, hey Christina, I have an idea, I wanted to have a global outreach plan, I have this, just share, and we're open to to look at it. And also access to recognized leadership experts, speakers, thought leaders,
Yeah.
that you can actually tap. And then networking with advocacy opportunities with leading federal, state, and health local officials, and of course, our connection with the embassy. We're actually very much connected with the embassy. Whatever we have, the Philippine embassy endorses us because they know that we are there to promote Philippine American interests.
Mhm.
So our advocacy is very important, supporting Philippine American restaurants, travel, other opportunities
Yeah.
available. So, that's it. And at the same time, we want to have a calendar of activities. You can look at it in our website. And again, as I've said, this is a volunteer organization. So everything that we do it from the heart, and it's a bayanihan concept. It's not like we're being paid to do this. We believe in the cause. We believe in the cause of our organization. So I encourage every Filipino who's there right now, please go to pacc-dc.org and sign up if you want to be a proud Filipino American business owner, and we can highlight you, and we can also promote the Filipino American voice, especially in this October History Month.
Yes, exactly. So, everyone who's watching, if you are just an ounce moved by what Christina has said and her dedication to the Filipino community, I have put below the link to the PACC page. Check it out. See some of their events. See other upcoming events, as well as join membership. Join membership.
Yeah.
So this will segue me into the next question that I have for you is how is PACC able to adapt in this during this crisis? A lot has changed. I know for myself, when I joined, one of the things that I really wanted to get out of PC was these networking events, to talk to other business owners, to have face to face, build that personal connection. And throughout the crisis, that personal connection was kind of taken from us. But besides that, what has PACC done throughout the crisis to change and adapt?
So right now we are more active in our virtual reaching out to people. I think now is the best time for us to really assess what the Filipino Americans, American businesses and professionals and the community, what they need in order for us to meet them. So we can only do so much. The membership now is planning sort of like a socially distanced, less than 10 people networking event, something like that you sign up for. That's part of our plan. But basically right now it's more on making yourself more aware and be more information driven. And now's the time for you to say, hey, we're offering some events that can help our members. Like at 2 o'clock today, we are going to have a PACC seminar on COVID-19, a frontliner victim, which you can learn from and see what advocacy and some learning experience. It's going to be recorded live in our Facebook page. Yay, we're finally upgraded. We have a donor that contributed. So we can be seen live in PACC-DC Facebook page at 2 o'clock today. And it will actually talk about the experience of Marcelina Reyes. He's a nurse. Again, we support all professionals, all businesses, as again, we're just trying to make the Filipino Americans as a strong economic force so we can be a strong minority in the nation's capital. We are actually a sleeping giant. We are 5 million. Seriously, we even have more registered voters than some Latino voters in different states. We're just very quiet. And whoever you vote, I suggest you actually exercise your right to vote and express the Filipino American voice, because it's very, very important that we are make our presence felt and say, hey, you have to court us. You have to promote the Philippine American economic interest. What will be beneficial for us? So,
No,
yes.
agreed,
I
agreed.
hope.
Um, that's really great to hear that the stories of whether you're travel, whether you are a restaurant, and the frontliners, the frontliners who have really been getting out there every single day and battling this crisis. kudos to you guys. Kudos to you guys. And if you want to see firsthand what they've been going through, I know a lot of them probably have been so busy, so busy, so backed up. I really do encourage you after this at 2 o'clock, there will be a COVID story on the PACC Facebook page. It'll be streaming live, so you can see their first event. You can see their first event and see what Christina's talking about. See the dedication, see some of the members that are on there that are so dedicated to building a proud identity within the Filipino community. 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So right after this, grab your lunch
Yeah.
and go ahead and go to the
Yeah.
PACC Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I just wanted to say, whatever they said, Filipinos are the best people in the world. We are. We are always just very complacent. Everything is, yeah, we're gonna be on our own. We're gonna be okay. Um, we have a good life. It's just that people are just busy on their own. It's time for us to care and just, join the chamber. It's free right now this year. There's no harm in joining and get to have the benefits. We're doing this because we care about you, our co-Filipino Americans. Really, we really need to raise our voice through economic empowerment. So I'd like to also thank the members and the officers. We have Mike San Juan, who's an active member he's a vice president for the med, and then he's in the medical field. We have Marielle, who's in the travel business. We have Marie Valmonte, who is into programs and coaching business and other investments. And then you have, Roberto Llamas, who's our senior advisor who has a tech company. Olma, who has her own law practice. So we have different people who are successful Filipino Americans that are extending their help and hand to make this happen. So I think it's very, very important that we have that presence.
Wow, that's I mean that's amazing to hear. All the roster that you just listed out is already amazing because I don't have a Filipino lawyer, but you know what? I know I'm gonna need one day. and just and just hearing that you have already with people that you deal with one a lot of the during this crisis, and one of the things that I've been doing is a lot of development videos, a lot of advancing my career and figuring out how we're gonna get out of this storm. And one thing that they always mentioned was you know, like, and trust them. And one thing when you deal with someone that you already share common grounds with, share common values with, there's already something there that you could connect to them about it. And that alone speaks to saying like, hey, Filipinos aren't just in this one occupation, but they can be
Mhm.
so much higher than what you said. I dream, I plan, I dream, I make it happen.
Yes. We have the Attorney General of Utah, Sean Reyes, is the highest member of the government right now. He's actually helping out in stopping those sex rings, child abuse sex rings in different parts of the country, and is prosecuting them. And we just had a meeting with him, and I'm so proud to say that Filipino Americans are actually care and being proud of their heritage. And
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that we have a lot of good Filipino Americans, and all we have to do is just be part of the coalition. You may not like everybody because Filipinos have always this crab mentality, but yeah, but just go above that and just think of what the possibilities are,
Yeah.
because it's a lot. Like, we're the sleeping giant. I'm telling you, we have 400 years of Philippine American history, and we should be actually top there. Like, we shouldn't be like, we should have a rose garden, a White House celebration of our history month. We should have something that really recognize us, and the only way we can do that is to be able to bond together and have a strong economic force. Because if I could show the roster, hey, I'm Philippine American Chamber, this is my roster. I have 1,000 to 2,000 Filipino American business and professionals here
Yes.
ready to sign up. And, and this is our advocacy. It's powerful. It is powerful.
I mean, just to think this year alone of just raising awareness and how, like, I know this is kind of off topic, but like, how many years has the Filipino Americans been trying to write our history in World War II? For many years, and still, and we really need the numbers. We really need the
We need,
unity.
yeah, we need
We
the
need
numbers. We
more
need the
unity.
unity because it's never been done. Like it's the thing is it's always
The
like
Bahag
the
Kana.
yeah, no, on our own. We don't care about that. Like always on our own. I'm busy with my church. I'm busy with my organization, my charity. What I'm saying is that charities are not bad. We can all support the charities, but we have to have a business organization wherein we are all members too, because we're not focusing on other goals. We're focusing on promoting Filipino American business interests, which is actually a major part that has never been done before. So I encourage you to to just sign up and see if we can gather the numbers and see if we can be a force and try to be proud and promote our Filipino American interest. Wouldn't it be great?
It would
Wouldn't
be.
it be
And
great?
I have a personal story. When I was younger, I wasn't quite proud to be Filipino American because I didn't really know what that
Mm.
meant. It was
Yeah.
unknown. And as I grew older, as I learned, as I reached out into the community, I wanted to say like, hey, I'm unique. There's not many of us that are proud to speak it, but I'm going to be
Mhm.
proud of it, and I'm going to say like I'm going to represent the face of the Filipino Americans because I'm proud of it. That's what makes me unique. And that's, I mean, I'm assuming that's what PACC is all about. And these organizations are so important right now to join because, especially right now, a little bit of support can really go a long way, especially when you have a community with you behind you.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that this year we have in the Asian Pacific Americans Economic Forum, we have three Filipino leaders there in the advisory commission, and that is actually big because people don't know this, but we have now. I feel that we are actually moving towards Filipinos being recognized this time, but we have to continue, and we have to make sure that forget about like oh, we're doing this because we're running for politics. No, we're not. It's really where we're doing this because we have to elevate the status of our Filipino American race in all aspects,
Yeah.
especially in economic area.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, speaking of that, this is. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the events, maybe some of the events planned in the past that were big wins, and some of the events that we have planned for 2021 that members or potential members that hopefully will
Yeah.
be converted after this can look
Sure.
forward to?
So we had the when I was president in 2018, we wanted to have the members personally recruiting them for. We have an official launch celebrating Filipino American success, and we had a big launching party at the Marriott, and it was well attended. Everybody who's whatever politics you have, right, supported the event, and we're very happy with that turnout. And then we have several networking events. A lot of people who became members have different businesses that came out of our networking opportunities. But at the same time, we were planning for the biggest Filipino American Expo event in June last year. This year rather. So we've been planning for it for a year and a half. We got our sponsorships. We got all these big companies to participate, and then COVID happened. So, it's really sad that the Philam Expo, the thrust of the Philippine American Expo is to showcase Filipino American excellence in business, arts, and culture. So, it's the first time that we have united all cultural leaders with business leaders, with the arts leaders, and put them in all one venue, you know. And the venue was the Dallas Expo Center, which is a big venue, 20,000 square foot. And then we had people from Center of CITEM, Center for International Trade and Exposition in the Philippines, joining us and sending some Philippine American exports. I mean Philippine exports in the United States, showcasing their products, and we had about 20-30 vendors coming from the Philippines who are going to be showcasing their trade or their booths. Because booths are for sale. Other booths were reserved for Filipino American businesses, and we even have the Department of Tourism joining us as part of their booth alongside TravelWise. So it was a big, big event, and we had awesome leaders. We had like 7, 8 meetings. We had the best leaders in food. We had all the food restaurants participate, Kuya Jas, Bistro, all these really, really good restaurants that are going to be joining. However, we had to hold the deposits, and right now we are in litigation with Dallas Expo because they don't want to return our money. So, that's the key. But it didn't happen. But at the same time, the relationships that were built there is actually very meaningful, and at the same time, that was supposed to be the highlight event that we were really looking for, the expo. All our efforts were there. We have artists, concert, everybody's doing it for free for the love of Philippines. um, and it didn't happen. So I would suggest 2021, when COVID gets better, hopefully we're going to push through with it once again and make it. If we have 1,000 members, we can actually get all these members to just reserve 200 booths and you're done. Everybody is part of it, and we can raise money for Filipino American good causes,
Mhm.
promote our Filipino American heritage and interest, raise the Filipino American voice, to have that nation's capital. At the same time, collaborate with the current and future administrations to make sure that our voice is heard and our interests are attended.
That is amazing, and you know that was one of the reasons. Another reason why I joined PCC was the Philam Expo event, because as a kid I remember Philippine Independence Day over on Pennsylvania Avenue being such an amazing event, because I saw so many people that looked like me, so many booths, so many different handicrafts, and that was one day where I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of Filipinos here, and you confirmed it. You said 5 million, right? 5 million Filipinos in the year
We're
in
5
a
million
year.
in the United States. We're 120,000 in the DMV area. 120,000.
That's
And
why
they're
we're
all
a sleeping
quiet.
giant.
Yes, we are a sleeping giant. So if anybody listens to this page, please contact Marielle. She can send you the membership link. And we wanna encourage everybody. Again, we are trying to build this. So we have positions available like VP for global outreach.
Hmm.
We have VP positions that if you wanna dream something and you wanna take charge of a project, just let us know. As long as it's aligned with our goals and it's approved by the board, we would like you to come and express your wings and imagine the possibilities of being Filipino American.
Amazing. I love it. What was your quote again? I dream, I plan, and I make it
Yes.
happen. With the leadership of Christina, I mean, she's really leading the chamber in that direction. If we talk about it, we plan it, and then we make it happen. And so if again just an ounce, if you have an ounce of persuasion by this interview that we had, please check out PACCDC. It's listed below. They are waiving membership for the rest of 2020. You don't have to have a business. You don't have to even be Filipino. It's Filipino American. If you, like we said, if you have a Filipino friend, if you like our adobo, if you like our egg rolls, come and join, support. We are trying to build an identity for ourselves and our community that we can be proud of. So again, pacc-dc.org. And if you would like to see their first event, well, witness their first event, not their first event, it'll be on their Facebook page, the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, DC. They'll be hosting a live interview with a frontliner who dealt with COVID, and it will be a switch around, but you can see some of the members that will be on there, and telling their story of how committed they are in the Filipino community. So, Christina, I'll leave the final words to you. Do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, I would like to thank you and the viewers in this channel for giving us an opportunity to introduce our organization. And again, I encourage everybody who wants to identify with being Filipino American and who want to promote their business and network with us, please join us. And let's dream, let's plan, and let's make it happen.
Oof. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, let me just check if there is any questions for Christina. I will give everyone 10 seconds. I'm a slow reader. If you want to add your questions in, I'm just going to go through the chat box to see if there are any questions for PACC or for Christina. All right. I mean, I think everyone was pretty uh lost for words with your passion and dedication to, I'm ready. I want to join again. I'm just going to register again for membership just because I love hearing you talk. I
Yes,
love
we need
hearing you
leaders
share.
like Marielle. Yes, and we need leaders like you, Marielle, to advocate and lead the charge for our with our ethnic minority. We are very strong ethnic minority, and I would love for everybody to just
You,
be
you
proud of being
you make
Silam.
me proud. You make me proud to be a Filipino American and a woman business owner. Definitely. All
Yeah.
the thank yous are coming in, Christina. I don't know if you can see it too, but the thank yous are definitely coming in. Um,
Um,
all right. Well, thank you, Christina.
thank
I
you.
hope that we can have you back on our page, and hopefully, everyone who's viewing this will be members after this. We'll see a spike in our membership. There's a newsletter. They have networking events virtually, and again, PACC on their Facebook page at 2 o'clock. You will see their COVID story from a frontliner, and that'll be one of a series of virtual web series that they have been hosting since September. And so if you want to witness it, please join. It's free. You don't have to register. You don't even have to put your email in. Just go to their Facebook page and view it at 2 o'clock. So again, thank you, Christina, for joining
Thank
us.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Salamat.
All right. So, again, I hope you guys all enjoyed the presentation from Christina. She is the president of PACC, an amazing, amazing business owner, amazing mentor and leader. And if you like these events, since it is Philippine American History Month, we do have a great lineup of upcoming webinars. It will be Wednesday, every Wednesday for the next couple weeks. Next week, we will be having the Department of Tourism coming to our channel to talk about best travel tips to the Philippines. If you're one of the lucky ones that can travel to Philippines during this time, hear from him what changes you can expect in Philippines, what are the destinations that are currently being developed, and what are the health and safety protocols that have changed once you land into the Philippines. Also, the following week, we will be inviting our regional Filipino newspaper called Manila Mail. Jonathan Melgrito, he is the chief editor of Manila Mail. He'll be coming on and saying, what is the breaking news in Manila Mail? What are the stories of the Filipino Americans in our community and who have been making a difference, especially during this crisis? And finally, on October 21st, we will have Philippine Airlines, our flagship air carrier, who will talk about all the changes and how they were awarded one of the safest airlines in the skies. So please take these notes down. If you are like me and need a reminder, you can visit our Facebook page and set a reminder, or you can shoot us an email on our Facebook Messenger. Just say, add me and add your email, and you will be added to our weekly email list where you can get reminders. Don't worry, our emails only come out once, so you won't have to tag us with spam. But please message us your email if you want more information. We don't just have these events, but we also keep you updated on the latest travel updates and restrictions, internationally as well as in the Philippines. So if you want to take these notes down, visit our Facebook page, and then again, 2 o'clock, PACCDC, they'll be having their first event on their Facebook page. If you have any questions or concerns, please also reach out to one of our travel advisors. They are happy to talk to you. Their number is 301 248 8898. That's 301 248 8898. Again, thank you and happy Filipino American History Month.